Hello, this is Michael Price from Inward Revenue. I'm a sales recruiter in the tech space and I'm here to talk to you about a role that I'm recruiting for. The client is a mid-sized PLC, pretty solid share price actually. I've been following them myself, and you look at it and think, well, fair enough, and there's quite a few of the indicators that the city are keen on that these guys have been doing very well with. And I've got to say, in their market, they must be considered to be a go-to provider of software in their market. Now, I do a lot of work in their market, know it pretty well. You mentioned this company name, candidates know who this company is. Now, obviously, like all things, they get mixed reviews from the people that know them, as is always going to be the case when you've been working for a competitor. But let's be clear, if you're an end-user prospect and you were going to market to buy a solution in this sector, they would be on your list. The solution itself is large software solution sales, and it incorporates a number of different applications, mainly centered around finance and content and information management. And then they've also got a fairly big managed service arm. Managed services actually makes about half the turnover of the company itself, but most of the projects themselves tend to be software driven. And their solution set is proprietary to the public sector and a certain element of the public sector within that. The role is a new business sales role. There are some existing accounts to sell to, so these guys have got a lot of accounts, but they're very careful about giving accounts to the account managers which are actually true accounts that consistently bill heavily with them. But actually they've got a whole bucket load, and actually more than twice as much again, of clients who at some point have bought something off this company. They're still paying some form of maintenance and renewal, and actually the new business role does incorporate selling into those companies. Well, they're looking for some solid, old-fashioned selling skills. And I say old-fashioned with great caution, but by old-fashioned what I mean is ability to qualify heavily. Because they get invited to lots of tenders, these guys, and actually if you just followed every tender, you wouldn't do much else. The ability to drive a campaign. So, all too often in the public sector, prospects will say to me, do you know what, Mike, I've got these public sector salespeople, they just follow the campaign. This client wants somebody who drives the campaign. And the other part about it is good, solid engagement in a professional manner with their prospects. Now that sounds too easy, but let's be clear. If you did my job long enough, you'd see actually that a lot of the communications that salespeople have with their prospects are poor, amateurish. These guys don't want that. Proven track record in software sales is a must. And actually some exposure to the public sector would be ideal. Not essential. The real reason they're bothered about public sector experience is A, they're mindful of the cohort and the type of people that they are selling to, and B, they're mindful of somebody that can work with an internal bid team on a tender. Package, something like 50 to 60k basic, 120k OTE. They've got pretty good benefits. Unusually, they could offer a company car, mainly car allowance actually, but if you've got a company car, these guys can actually offer a company car. If you're interested, you can come back to me through this medium. You can call me on 07908 594926, or you can email me, which is michael@inwardrevenue.co.uk.